No suspects, but detectives have leads right now in the mysterious death of a Phoenix police officer.
ABC 15 investigator Lori Jane Gliha broke this story today and explained some of those leads come from within the police department.
Do we have police officers who are suspects? Absolutely not. Do we have police officers who we are looking at as leads in this case right now? Yes, we do.
Phoenix homicide detectives are still looking for clues in what department officials call a complex, complicated, and difficult death investigation into one of their own. Sergeant Sean Drenth died mysteriously of a gunshot wound on duty more than a month ago. Now, the process of elimination.
There's 2 or 3 possibilities here, and I think that we've talked about all of them, and that is that we have a suicide that is staged to be or made to look like a homicide. We have a homicide that has been staged to be a suicide. Or we have a homicide that we can't figure out exactly why or how things ended up how they ended up.
We would just need to eliminate all of those folks as any indication whatsoever that they were in any way involved.
Those folks are fellow officers, court-ordered to hand over their DNA. They are men linked to Drenth through a completely separate criminal investigation at the Attorney General's office. Drenth was about to face a felony indictment before he died. He was among more than 24 officers accused of accepting extra money for security work they never finished. Investigators say they just couldn't overlook checking whether the 2 cases intertwine. Union officials say the investigative technique is disheartening.
Because you're on a list reference off-duty work, how that equates to somehow a connection to a death is beyond me.
A department spokesman says they're seeking samples from other employees and non-police personnel as well. They found evidence at the scene of Drenth's death. They won't say what it is, but they're hoping to compare it to the samples they collect and narrow down who left it behind.
For the officers linked to Drenth through that Attorney General's report, remember that investigation goes back a couple of years, so some of those officers say they didn't even know their names were on that list until this week, and now they're being asked for DNA samples. I'm investigator Lori Jane Gliha, ABC 15 News.
Lori Jane